Greetings and welcome to the first in our series of tutorial videos for Star Explorers. My name is Obel Q. I am the CEO of Star Explorers. You can find more information about our corporation at www.starexplorers.net. Today we are going to be covering exploration of a null-sec style relic site in wormhole space. If we take a look at the fit here, we're going to see that in the lows I have it fit with nanofiber internal structures and initial stabilizers in order to give it some agility. I've got my relic analyzer as well as my data analyzer, a micro warp drive, scram, cargo scanner, the standard probes, cloak, and in the rigs I have it set up specifically for hacking bonuses. Now, joining me in progress. Currently I'm warping to our static C3 wormhole. I've already scouted out this site earlier. I have bookmarked the relic site itself, and I warped to that cloaked in order to make sure that it is safe for operation. As I land in the site in particular has the cans relatively close together, although if you are spread out apart from some of the others. So I choose one of the cans, begin my approach to it, and once I'm comfortable that things are clear, I decloak, engage the micro warp drive, and begin to lock up each of the cans so that I have them ready to go for the actual hacking. As you can see, I approached a little quickly, ended up kind of inside the structure, so it takes me a second here to get organized and begin hacking. As I load the hacking game, you can see that my coherence strength is rather high due to both the rigs as well as the natural bonuses of the Helios. My basic strategy is to simply kind of plow through any firewall obstacles and go straight for the node. The numbers indicate how close I am. So as I'm hitting 5s, I start to go until I can find some 3s. Looks like I'm heading in the right direction. Now here I've hit one of those regeneration nodes, which I quickly dispatch. You don't want to leave those lying around. Hit a second one, and I continue to hack. I do not expose the hidden nodes. They're more often than not simply detrimental, and as you can see, I rather quickly find the center. You can see here I got a good 6 million in loot, which is not bad for a single can. So as I typically do, I will unlock that can to remove it from my list, move over to the next one, and begin hacking the next site. Once again, the basic strategy is the same. Just continue to look for lower numbers, indicating some sort of a positive node, picking up the different modules along the way that I will use. With the strength that I have, again, I can typically plow through anything in my way, but there I found the node rather quickly. So in this case, nothing good. So with that can finished, I simply move on to the next one. And again, most of these cans are relatively close together, so the travel time is rather short. Now this is one of the harder ones, a lot of nodes to go through. Again, dispatch the regeneration nodes as quickly as possible. Ran into a couple of them here in a row, which is taking its toll. I will always use the wrench, which will regenerate my strength. The other objects I'm going to save if I ever get into trouble, especially with one of these nodes. These are known as virus suppressors. They will lower your attack strength, making it very difficult to engage anything else on the board, including themselves. I will always dispatch these immediately using whatever attack modules I have already picked up to make sure that I get rid of it as quickly as possible. And there I find the node very quickly. But again, nothing good. We're halfway through the site now. I do have to pulse my micro warp drive here in order to move quickly to the next node. More of the same. If you're not familiar with what the different modules are, there's some good references online as to the actual point that wrenches regenerate. This is one of the smaller maps, and as you can see, I'm just avoiding attacking these things, looking for the actual node where I find it. So, most of the nodes have not been giving me much loot in this case. This is a good point to make about the cargo scanner that I'm carrying. A lot of people scan the nodes prior to. I just simply enjoy hacking all of them. This one, you run into a couple roadblocks soon at the beginning. But luckily I've been finding quite a lot of regeneration, which really boosts my strength, making it very easy to dispatch the central node at the end. And in this case, another good run, very similar to the first. And moving on to the last node. You can see I'm pulsing D-scan every once in a while, definitely checking to make sure that I'm not going to get dropped on. You'll notice I tend to keep the sun selected in my overview. That is so I can quickly hit S and warp to it. Now in this final node, it's intermediate strength. Given that there was something in that corner, I quickly moved to dispatch that. Again, just kind of attacking my way through. In that case, I did use my modules to make sure I could dispatch the final node, and I was definitely rewarded for my efforts. That's all for this site. I thank you for watching. I hope that you've been able to see a little bit of how these sites work in Wormhole space.